So just, yeah. I guess loosen it and careful. In fact, I put a rag here. I don't know if it's clean. You can put it on the little cap on this just to keep it in a somewhat clean environment.
Oh wow, it's like steamy.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's interesting. It's either oil fumes or it's water, which is sort of like along the lines of what we were talking about. That there's water in there maybe from trying to dry too many specimens at one time over many months, you know. Okay, so now we can tip it back and dump the oil. Okay. So, let it down a sec. This got caught underneath. Now you can tip it back. Got caught a little bit. Basically, the edge of this pan was under here, so it wouldn't let you push it. So it's probably better to put this on after you. Yeah. Okay, so now you just flip that yellow handle and you're ready to drain the oil. All the way down. There we go. So it did say we need to drain the oil?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because the oil looks pretty clean, but that's fine.
It's good just to take the video of it anyway.
Sure, sure. It doesn't really look like there's a water in there, does it? Because you can see it on the bottom of the oil droplets.
It doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Look like it. It's not really separating or anything. Do you see it? No, it's like steaming a little bit.
Even now?
Yeah.
It is a little warm. Yeah, in the past, long time ago, maybe I wasn't paying attention, but I never noticed that steaming. But the last few times I have noticed it, just like you noticed it. So something's different. Yeah, maybe it is just, you know, as I was saying, trapped moisture, just a little bit. But that little bit can make the difference between reaching, you know, 6 torr or only going down to 10 torr, say, you know. The spec is 6 torr or less on the back, measured in here. I still see a little bit. You still see a little bit coming out? I think I just saw a little whiff of it.
Maybe. Looks like there's less.
Okay.
Really see it anymore.
Yeah, maybe that. If it was moisture, it doesn't smell like oil. I think if it was oil, we'd smell it probably, right? Oil has a certain smell when it's in vapor form. So that means that maybe we got some moisture out of the system, which is good. All right, I guess we're good to close it up. Oh, and yeah, now I guess it would be better to turn it off since we have no oil in it, just so we don't accidentally start it running with no oil in it. So Maddie's pointing that out was good, Maddie. Good point. All right, so now we can put it, lower it down. Put everything away. Well, the other thing we can dump. This guy actually, little details. You had it this way, and of course this isn't perfectly clean. It's probably better to have it this way, just less chance of little bits of stuff getting on there. Seems pretty clean, but, and then we want to try to keep this covered as much as possible to keep it clean inside, so when we run new oil through it, it won't drag, you know, bits and pieces of stuff into the vacuum pump. All right, good. So let's see. I think now we can, yeah, I guess we'll add oil. I usually eyeball this just to make sure it looks pretty clean. Maybe wipe it off a little bit. Yeah, it looks pretty clean to me. Look, you know, look on the outside. If you want to blow it off with a little compressed air, you can do that, Brian. Or just wipe it off with a clean rag, or if it looks good to you, sure. And so our valve is closed off. In a second, we'll dump this outside. I'll show you where that is. So you probably know where it is already. So It's good to have a flashlight handy. I have one handy here, but when you guys are doing this on your own. So you can see now, if you want to take this, you can see it's empty. And you can see the markings on the right side there.
Uh-huh.
So you want to come up to about 3/4,
Okay.
which I think I marked 3/4.
Yep.
And actually I think my 3/4 mark's a little low, so you could even be a fingernail thickness above that or so, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and so just dump in like a tablespoon at a time. You'll be surprised how quickly it'll suddenly come up, surprise you. And it takes a while to settle down in there too, so you might want to give it a minute after you dump some to see where it finally levels out. And then like the core lock, once we think we're up to a good level, we'll put the cap back on the vacuum pump or that screw plug and run it, and then see where the oil level comes to after everything settles down for a few minutes. Is it even showing yet anything?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's good to have clean rags handy.
Yeah.
Well, is there any clean rags around? I'll grab one for you if you want.
Maybe just paper towels. I don't know. If I don't see.
I guess we could have left the pan under there to catch any drips. No, that's fine.
I don't see anything yet.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to go a little bit more, just be careful. Suddenly it can fill up. Surprisingly.
Nothing yet.
Okay, keep going. So I guess make a mental note of how far the bottles come down. Maybe I was wrong. It's come down a little bit more than I thought it would.
Oh, I think we see oil.
Okay. So
No.
now wait a minute.
Oh, wait.
It may take a while to drain down there.
Maybe I'm just crazy.
No, I think you're right.
Cool. Yeah, a little.
It's like almost at half. Yeah, add a little more.
Anything? A little bit?
No, it's at half.
Oh, okay, good. So yeah, give it a sec. You know, it might take a while. Oil sort of moves slowly. You know.
Here, want me to hold the flashlight?
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, maybe just like a little bit more.
So that's using enough. You probably will want to let Mike know to order some more from us.
Okay.
I think I even wrote all the information on the bottle there. Maybe I don't know, part number and everything. Maybe not.
There is, but it's faded.
Okay. On the website, it's or he calls tech support. You know, or the sales
Yeah, it looks
people.
good.
Basically, it's oil for the core lock and Coredry. You know, vacuum pump oil.
Sorry.
Well, seems like it's in between half and halfway to 3/4.
Okay, halfway between.
Well, isn't 3/4 this line?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Yes.
that one.
Yeah.
But it's like halfway to there.
Yeah. It can use.
The manual says like 2/3 and 3/4, but I thought it'd be too sloppy for me to try to write 2/3 in there, so I just wrote the 3/4, and we can aim for that, you know. I think that's it. So if you get close to 3/4, or just a tiny bit above it, because I think I drew it a little low. I was just eyeballing the psych class.
Okay. I'll just do a little more.
I think I got half about right, but 3/4 might be a little low. So if you're even a tiny bit above it, you know, like a fingernail thickness is fine. You just don't want to be all the way to the top, you know. You want a little breathing room.
Nice.
If it's close to 3/4, why don't we put the top on the vacuum pump motor and run it once,
See where it
just to
ends
see
up.
if it, give it, and then wait a few minutes, yeah, and see if it settles down to a different level. Yeah, that's what this clean rag is for that, for the back, for the spout.